Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how does a switch get MAC addresses from the connected devices. But first of all, we're gonna search for MAC address. What does MAC stands for in a MAC address? The abbreviation of MAC. Let's ask Brave. I think it's written this way. What does the abbreviation of MAC stand for in MAC address? So the abbreviation of MAC in MAC address stands for Media Access Control. It refers to a unique identifier assigned to a network interface controller for use as a network address in communication within a network segment. Just remember that MAC address stands for Media Access Control. So this is really difficult for someone who just started in IT. I'm gonna explain this later on, but now just remember that MAC stands for Media Access Control. And what does it do actually? It identifies a network device. So a MAC address identifies a network device. Every network device has a MAC address except for a hub. A hub doesn't have a MAC address. And now I'm going to take my packet tracer to show you a simulation. Okay, let's get started. We're gonna make two simulations. One switch with two N devices and then a switch with three N devices. So let's get started. Switch 1, 2, then N devices. Here, two N devices, and here, three N devices. Okay. So let's connect them again. Let's give them also an IP address. Identify them by giving them an IP address. Okay, next is 10.10.10.2. This will be 10.10.10.3 subnet mask. This will be 10.10.10.4, and last but not least 10.10.10.5. Okay, so we identified our end devices by giving them an IP address. Now we're going to start a simulation. So I'm going to explain you step by step what is happening, okay? So real-time simulation. So let's get started. A packet is going to be sent from PC1 to PC2. Let's start the simulation step by step. I'm going to stop here. So PC1 sends a packet true switch, and in this moment the switch gets the MAC address of PC1. So PC1, let's see, inbound, here you see the source of the MAC address. That's the MAC address of PC1. So that's how a switch gets a MAC address from the connected devices. Then you see a target is still 00.000.000 because he didn't get that info yet. So we're going to start play. Then in this moment, the switch has the MAC address of PC1, but doesn't have one of PC2. If you see here, it's still 0000.000. But when PC2 answers to the switch, gonna click here, he has been seen by the switch. Then you see he gets the info of PC2, he gets his MAC address. So the switch receives that info. That's how a switch gets the MAC addresses of the devices he's connected to. Okay? Let's back. I'm seeing, hey, I got the packets. Okay, stop. Okay, that's the first simulation. The second simulation is a little difficult. So in my previous video, I talked about the difference between a hub and a switch. In that video, I got a big piece of it because it was longer than 10 minutes. And I wanted to be under 10 minutes, so I focused on the difference between a hub and a switch. But what the switch does when he's connected to new devices, the first time, he will be acting like a hub. He will broadcast the packet to other devices, to other connected devices. But we learned in my previous video that the switch is smarter than a hub. So he will be broadcasting the packet to other devices, but he will be remembering those who answer him. So let me show you. So take a packet, put it on 3. That's the source. Then the 5 is the target. See? Here you see he sends the packet to other connected devices. But then he remembers. So first of all, we're going to see if he took the MAC address of PC3. Let's see here. Yes, the source of MAC address. The target, he doesn't have it yet. Okay? See, the source, he has it. Then now PC5 will be answering. In that moment, he has the MAC address of PC5. So he has been seen. Wait a minute. So here you see the target MAC address. Okay? Then we're gonna play it again. So he answers. Then in this moment, he will always remember when where to send the packet, because the MAC address is branded in his memory. Okay? So that's how a switch gets his MAC addresses. Okay. So let's reset this. And delete this. So if you want to know which MAC addresses the switch stored in its memory, you can go to switch, CLI, then go to privilege mode by typing enable, then ask show MAC address. And then you see two MAC addresses. This is the first one, and this is the second one. Okay? This is PC2 and this is PC1. We're going to try this one. So again, enable. You're in the privileged mode. Then you ask show MAC address. Then you see only two, because the simulation we did is that he's sending a packet from PC3 to PC5. So this one is PC3, and this one, the last one, is PC5. How do we know? It's because of the connection. There's 1, 2, 3. Here's 1 and here's 3. Okay. So in this case, he memorized only the MAC address of PC3 and the MAC address of PC5. If you want to know the MAC address of your end device, you can go to your end device, your network end devices. So here, then you go to CLI. You can also do that on your computer. So type in the search CMD, and then you're going to get a black screen. Then you type ipconfig. Then don't forget all. I don't know why it's in the middle of the screen. Normally it should be here. Then he gives you this. Then you have to search for physical address. Okay, so let's memorize the last 460D4. Okay. We already had a simulation that the packet has been sent from PC3 to PC5. So the switch already has the MAC address of PC3 and PC5. Now we're going to start a simulation that the packet will be sent from PC3 to PC4. So the switch gets also the MAC address of PC4. So let's get started. This is normal because he didn't get the MAC address of PC4 yet. So Now he's answering, now PC4 is answering the switch. So PC3 received the data. So we're going to stop here. Go to the switch. And then ask again, show MAC address. And now you have 3 of them. You have PC3, PC4, and PC5. And you see here 60D4. And that was the MAC address of PC4. Let's reset the simulation. Delete this. That's the end of the video. I wish you a happy Christmas, and please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.